Welcome to the Airsoft News Network Newscast. Today is Sunday, February 24th, 2008. We're here in Farmington, Michigan at the Farmington CQB Arena. With me is Hunter, one of the owners.
Yep.
Hunter, welcome. Good to have you. So.
Yeah.
I want to ask you a few questions. What was your idea of why you started this CQB? This was a haunted winery, I take it?
Yeah, this was a haunted house. We've been running it for 20 years. And I've liked Airsoft, so I figured, hey, it's a maze, and then people in the maze, it makes CQB.
Alright, so 20 years, it was a haunted winery. Is it still a haunted winery come like Halloween?
Yes, during October we run the show, the Haunted Winery, and that's been pretty popular.
Awesome. So it's a haunted winery. You turned it into a Airsoft CQB facility. Describe to us what it's like. I mean, what was this place set up as? It was a winery, I take it, but now there's rooms. And how big are the rooms? How many rooms would you say? And you've got 2 fields here, correct?
Right, we have 2 fields. We just made a new one located in our basement. And,
okay.
By like size, meaning?
Yeah, I mean, okay, you got one up here, one down in the basement. You know, are they, they're small rooms, are they large rooms? I mean, what's the difference between the 2 rooms?
Well,
what makes them so interesting?
The rooms used to be wine vats where they stored wine, so we cut those out, and the rooms they're not that big, but there's many of them, making it more challenging for people to play CQB in here. And I say it's more fun even.
So it's a bunch of rooms that lead into rooms, and there's a couple hallways, and
yes.
and you've broken walls. You've broken holes into the walls of these rooms so they can lead into each other, the other rooms.
Yes.
And now down in the basement, what was that? Was that a parking garage or something at one time, or what?
Well, after it was a winery, that was used. We were used as a powerhouse for Farmington, and that's where all the generators and all that was located.
Okay, so those have been cleared out, so it was a big open space, and you've put a bunch of walls up and turned it into a small maze.
Yep.
And how would you describe the action between the basement to the upstairs?
Well, the basement, I'd say, is more for quicker games because it's not as big, but there's more room in like the ceiling. So.
Awesome. Well, if you're interested in more on this field, you can check out www.hauntedwinery.com. And up next, we'll have a few comments from our players that were here today.
Yep.
We're here with Tex at the CQB game. Tex, looks like you have a lot of welts on your hand. What happened?
Yeah, most of the shots that I've taken today have actually been in my hand for when I'm clearing through a room. People being, various places. I've gotten about 6 or 7 right on the knuckles and that first finger area. All I can say is you really need gloves, especially maybe the ones that have the reinforced knuckles.
So I guess the magic question is, gloves or no gloves were you wearing?
Gloves. If you're ever playing CQC, gloves. Actually, if you're playing Airsoft, gloves. Because fingers, this is the most painful shots that you can get.
So if you're not wearing gloves, this is what will happen.
Exactly, you'll bleed.
So any intense moments on the field today?
A couple. I mean, there's been some running down hallways with people shooting left and right, getting pinned into one room. There's no exits except for one. Then you got a person here and here shooting in at you. Waiting for your team to come back you up, but they never do because they're a bunch of pansies. That's Airsoft for you.
Well, thanks, Tex. We're here with Black Umbrella at the Farmington CQB. Guys, why don't you tell us what's been going on, some reactions you've seen, and what do you think of the field so far?
Pretty awesome. A little small for how many people we got, but it's awesome. It's awesome. We're doing some CQB. We haven't done any in a long time. This is a lot. The
engagement's really way further away, but this is surprisingly I haven't gotten any bad shots.
You say it's intense?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good feel.
Half team goes down the first 10 seconds. Yeah, it's pretty intense.
It's pretty heated in there.
That one actually looks the most.
You don't have a light. You don't have a light. You're screwed.
That's the hardest part.
I ran back in. I ran out.
So you come around the corner, there's nothing there. What would you say? What's one of your tactics for entering a room that doesn't have a light in it?
Every one of my
You just go in shooting into the dark?
Pop out, flash it. Well, if you're going to go into the room, you got to...
Because most of us actually have flashlights. You got flashlights. I still got my flashlight. I'm not going to die. Definitely, flashlight is definitely a necessity here right now. Yeah.
You go to thanks. I'm going to get some other comments from you guys and see and put it on the show. You're watching Airsoft News Network. All right. We're here with 7 and Exile. Guys, tell me what's going on in the field. What's some of the things that you're loving about it? I mean, some things that are throwing you off and stuff.
Probably the light situation. It's got its areas of, well, there's a lot of light and then there's not a lot of light. And then there's areas where they got the strobes going and it really blinds the opposing side.
So you go from light to dark and you can use the light to your advantage. And I heard you earlier talking about a strobe, Exile.
Right, yeah.
Tell me about that.
Pretty much, he was around the corner. I couldn't even see him. I come around the corner. I'm thinking, hey, maybe there's somebody over there. Strobe light goes on, it's right in my face, just blinding me. Can't see anything.
And he got you.
Absolutely right.
So
in
you
the
use
face
the
right
strobe to your advantage.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Now, 7, you brought you customized a bomb type deal or something that you open up
Fake bomb.
a fake bomb for a scenario. Tell me what happens if how does this thing work?
Well, basically, it's just 2 popsicle sticks that go into the box, and they're attached to a wire, a red wire and a black wire. You pull one of them, and the way it works is it's hooked up to a spring. When you pull the popsicle stick, it releases the spring, flings on top of a balloon. When you hear the balloon pop, you pulled the wrong wire. If you hear just a thud, then you pulled the correct wire. And there's a $10 reward for the person who defused it correctly. So you got a 50-50 chance of making $10 every time.
Exactly.
Nice. So it's only a one-shot deal. If you pull the right one, okay.
Yep.
And otherwise, you're gone.
Exactly.
Awesome. What do you guys think of the field so far?
I like it.
What about you,
Definitely
Exile?
be back.
Personally, I love it upstairs. I've only played one pistol game downstairs, but so far I love it, with the exception of the strobe light, because that thing,
I won't do that again for you.
if you're in the wrong direction, then you're gone right there.
Awesome. Anything else you guys want to talk about? What else did you?
More
like on
events. Yeah. Gotta have more events here.
Yeah, that, and if you're going to be coming out here, please, taking my advice, wear face gear that covers your whole face, not just like a little piece right
A full
there.
face mask.
Face
A
mask,
full
and gloves.
face mask.
And be prepared for it to hurt. 'Cause it's gonna hurt.
What's your average engagement distances? Would you say?
Probably averaging about 5 to 8 feet is the average engagement.
I don't even have one. It's just, I see, I'm shooting. That's it.
All right. Well, we're here with 7 and Exile.
All right.
This is what happens when you don't wear gloves. You saw my first part where I didn't wear gloves and I got fucked up. Whatever. Glove, no glove.
No glove.
You want to see no glove? Is it? Oh, look! It stopped bleeding. But you can see the large quantities of blood from this knuckle shot at 2 feet. It happens. You pop around a corner, you get shot. Oh, yep, there it comes. Don't shoot me. That's a little pistol. That's what happens. Wear gloves, or you turn into a bloody mess.
Thank you for coming on the show. Thank you for hosting this game. It's been a blast. I know we've been only playing for a couple hours, and I know from what it sounds like there's a lot of cheering, a lot of excitement going on in the fields. So it looks like you have a great place here.
Yeah, it's been going good so far. Hope to keep more games going.
When are you anticipating maybe the next game?
I was thinking the second weekend of March we'll have.
Okay, so in a couple of weeks, look for another game, possibly 2nd of March. When it's posted, we'll let you know. Well, Hunter, thank you for coming on the show. If you're more interested, again, check out www.hauntedwinery.com. I'm Alan for the Airsoft News Network. Until then, call your hits.